fan of the Hauraki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jase, Mike and Keyzie on their Instagram at Hauraki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki. Thanks, mate.
G'day, you mad dogs, you 600 Bs, you backbones. That would have popped, I'm sorry about that. I've listened back to one of them and I heard how much horrendous popping there was on the mic. But that's what you get. What's happening, man? I'm back in the 09 Auckland. Don't have to whisper anymore because I don't have to worry about those neighbours listening in. Those dirty bastards. So come all the way back. What did we do? We had a 90-minute drive. Stopped off at a small cafe in the middle of nowhere, and it was closed. And then drove an extra 30 metres, and there was another one, and it was open. And so we went there, and god damn, a steak and beer pie. I'm well off the vegan thing at the moment, or even vegetarian for that matter. Going to get back onto that soon, but in the meantime, I'm loving it. It was a bloody good pie. Actually had some good pies. There's that one. They had a venison sausage roll, which I didn't have. I don't really like sausage rolls. And then they had this working man's pie at Hanmer Springs at a bakery that had a queue every day going out the door all day, from what I could tell. The working man's pie, because I'm a working man, because I'm a backbone, also had steak in it, also not vegetarian steak, and eggs, like whole eggs, and cheese, and it was probably the best pie I've ever had, except I got to the egg, and it was one where the whole egg had seemingly cooked in the pie, I think. So I got to that hard ball of chalky fucking yolk, which I never rate. That just comes out and gets thrown. But on this occasion I did eat it and felt the same about it as I always used to. So yeah, some good, hearty South Island pies. And so that was a good drive, that one. And yeah, 90 minutes, dropped the car off. Beautiful car. Gonna miss that one. I don't know if you've seen the photo on the Instagram, but on the story there, but the colour was just out of this world. I think they do a lime green as well, which was even worse. But had a good little holiday there. Bit more spa action last night. By action I mean me sitting alone drinking beer in it. But I was in bed again by 9. Didn't even have a head on. But a nice little break, and didn't get sick. 2 sick people in the house, and I didn't get it, which is just, I am counting my blessings. And now I'm back at the house, and the first thing I noticed was the backyard. We've got a swimming pool, which might make you think that I've got money, but I don't. This pool, if a pool could be suffering from leprosy, then that is what this pool would be. Like all the paint's come off it on the inside. We moved in at Christmas. We're actually really January, and probably swam in it 3 times because that's how good the summer was. But all the paint's come off, so it's like sandpaper, but much higher grit than just your traditional sandpaper. There's no trees around, but somehow it fills up with leaves, and I don't really know how that's happened. So I got a cover for it, and then I took the cover off, and it's sort of a bit greener than I'd like. But we came back, and the amount of water in it has dropped by about 3 feet. And I'm no pool guy, but I don't think that's good. And that's probably as a result of the guy not recovering or resealing the pool, repainting it, which would have cost him, I understand, about $2,500. It's a tiny pool as well. It's like, think of your bathtub, probably 4 bathtubs, 6 bathtubs. It's tiny. But the great thing is it looks heinous when you look out the back window. I think I might have mentioned that on a show, which is why I just closed the curtains. Just close the curtains. It feels like a Homer Simpson move, but it does work. Yeah. So rang up a pool guy. So I was just talking to the pool guy now. He loves going to a lot of detail. It's what I think he's one of those guys where he's like, he doesn't really want his job to be his job, is what I think. So I rang him up and I said, hey man, just need to get this poll sorted out. I actually texted him a week or so ago and he didn't get back to me. And then had a chat to him today. And he said, what you got to do is just, get around there, clean it, get in there, scoop out all the stuff off the bottom, drain it, and then just refill the pool up again, and then you sort of be able to see what you're sort of dealing with. I was like, yeah, that's the exact reason why I'm calling you. I've got enough on without doing your job. And so I finally managed to convince him to take the job. He doesn't want to do it from the sounds of it, but he's got a plan, and I know he's got a plan because he told me all about it for about 25 minutes when all I needed was, I'll see you on Monday week. But it is interesting what he's got to do, and I'm glad that I'm not going to have to do it. But I'll be fascinated to see what is wrong with that pool. They should fill it in. So I'll keep you updated on that. The worst pool in the world. And I'll tell you another thing that was nice about being away was it wasn't raining. And I've gotten back to Auckland, and surprise, surprise, it's pissing down. Well, it has been. Well, it's not right now. Anyway, what else? Honestly, that's it. I'm just sitting down doing an online countdown shop because we've got no food in the house. The plan was to buy it while we were away and have it waiting for us when we got home, but of course we didn't. Just going to go through those traditional, exciting post-holiday events, which is shopping for food, emptying your suitcases, and putting all the washing on. Now, I'm going to empty mine immediately. I will guarantee you this, and I'll give you an update tomorrow. My wife's shit will sit here for, I'm going to say, there'll be remnants of it for 2 weeks, at least, until I say something. You know what I mean? And then I'll say something, and it won't be, it will be something else. It will be, it will definitely be something else. So, yeah, good times. Nice to be on a break. And now I'm just back into working at my other job. So I've got more time to dedicate to working on my other job, which is good times. Although we've got the weekend coming up, Matariki, but I'm working anyway. And that'll be good. What else? Gotta have a look at the forecast, man, and see if there's going to be any sun. But that holiday overall was just magnificent. Great time with the whānau. Just relaxing and having horrendous sleeps. Because we had my sister-in-law there with her little boy, he would get up at 5:30 every day, and our room was off the kitchen, so that meant we woke up at 5:30 every day, which is earlier than usual. But what we did was that woke our kid up, and so then we just sent her out while we tried to go back to sleep. So that was it was a bit of a luxury, actually, not having to do the morning breakfast routine every day. God, how exciting is this chat? Well, on that note, actually, probably to spice things up, because I'm going to have absolutely nothing to talk about tomorrow. Fire through some questions. If you've got any questions, pump them through to old Mogey on Mr. Mike Minogue on the Instagram there. Any questions you like, and I'll work my way through them each day. That's probably a better way to go, actually, because it's only when you say it out loud you realise what a boring life you've got. Good times. 9.5 minutes this one. 9.5 minutes of joy. All right, you bastards.